So we've spoken to loads of YouTubers and interviewed them on the channel and talked to them, and they've all said that sometimes they've started off YouTube, they've had other channels in the past, and that's where they've gained their experience. Now, a few weeks ago, you might have seen our 2-part episode on this channel where we reacted to old 2016 videos, and you might have thought that was cringy. And that's where we started, and it can't get worse than that. Well, I'll tell you what, you are so wrong, because it can, and it is, and it has, and we're going to watch them today. So this is, of course, part 1 of part 2 parts, whatever you want to call it, of our videos this week on the F1 Debate Show, and we are going to be doing reactions, but not to old F1 Debate Show episodes, old other videos. Another channel, 2 old channels. Me and Jordan, we both did old channels that we don't want anyone to know about. We didn't. Of course, a lot of people do know about them now. I know the names have come out as we did the old 2016 episodes, for example, JT and Forever Formula. But here we go, we're going to jump into them. So how the way that this is going to work is that I'm going to be doing JT, I'm going to be reacting to some JT videos in his channel, which was formerly known as Formula JT. And tomorrow JT is going to be doing some reactions to my old channel. I'm not going to spoil the name. You might have seen that in the video that we did last time where I spilled the beans. It starts with an F or a 4. And obviously he will do that tomorrow. So I'm going to jump into some of his videos. So we picked a few to do, picked around 5, but we're both going to start on the same one. Now this is, so a bit of a backstory in terms of kind of what happened here. So he started this back in 2014. Obviously he'll probably give you more of a backstory later on, but obviously he was admin on a Facebook page, then he kind of escalated into doing these videos on YouTube. Very much how, you know, a lot of us get inspiration to do this stuff on YouTube, just camera. He was a guy who knew Formula 1, so started like this. I mean, very, very, very primary, of course, as you will see. I did follow suit. I'm not saying I copied off him, but, you know, I got the idea from him. So the first video that we're going to start with is kind of in the middle of all of this. And it's a video where we both were on camera at the same time. The first time that Jordan and me have ever been on camera at the same time. He was promoting my channel, as he'd been on YouTube for about a year now. My new channel, actually, I'll spill the beans. I was called Forever Formula, because you're going to see the name anyways. And this is the video done in a park. I mean, honestly, guys, just watch. You know, you don't want to hear me talking about it. It is so insanely cringeworthy. Let's just get into it. So this is the first video, and firstly, before I play it, you'll see tomorrow when Jordan does it. It's an incredibly long-winded title by me. He just calls it New F1 Page Forever Formula, spelled with the F like I wanted, the 4 like I wanted it to. So anyway, without further ado, here is the first episode of us 2 ever on YouTube together. And if you found this, you deserve a medal, because this is buried so far deep under the ground. We were touching like Canada or China or the other side of the world to us here in the UK. So yeah, here we go. Here is the first episode of us together, called New F1 Page Forever Formula, uploaded by Formula JT back in, I think it was about 2000, I think it was April 2015, I think it was, or 16, it was a long time ago, 15 has to be, it's a long time ago, and here we go.
Hi guys, JT here, and I'm here to tell you about a brand new Facebook page, Forever Formula. It's set up by my friend, he's just recently put it up about a week ago now. If you see my Facebook page, if you do like it, then you probably share it. He's got about 100 likes. Let's see if we can try and get 500 by the British Grand Prix. That'll be a very good target. But he is here now to say a few words. Take it from him, and he's really going to tell you what the page is really about, what he's going to do on the page.
There I am.
Okay, thank you, JT. As
so
said, my name is Forever Formula. I'm a Facebook Formula 1 person.
There we
I'm
go.
going to share breaking news as it happens through the week, leading up to the Formula 1 week.
Then occasionally
before, during and after as it happens. I'm a really good person to follow on Facebook, just like my page. Put on really good things. As I said, Formula JT is a personal friend of mine. I'll share his videos and try and get in touch with the fans from my, hopefully, Facebook page, and his fans from his page. 500 likes before the British Grand Prix sounds fantastic. It would be fantastic if you could like my
fantastic
Facebook page.
In 2 sentences. I've used fantastic twice.
British Grand Prix. And I'll tell you something, I'll be sharing loads of Formula 1 news and headlines, and adding a bit of entertainment into the Formula 1 season. So thank you very much, and thanks for listening. And
there we go, just a nice little cough as well, just at the end, you know. But there we go, don't use fantastic twice in one sentence, as new YouTubers should go. Oh my god, that is terrible. that was absolutely terrible. So again, it was done the same video, but I uploaded tomorrow again to see, I don't know, just have a little bit of, obviously Jordan will play it in the first video, but anyway, we're going to jump into some of Jordan's videos now, and we are going to go to, it's got a really weird format. I can't really find all the videos, but we are going to play what is, I think, the first ever video that he did on here, which is 2015 driver prediction video. Now this is, the first video that he's ever done. Let's watch it. I mean, 2015, you can tell it's going to be incredibly young, it's going to be incredibly cringeworthy, but let's just get into it. Here is Formula JT in his 2015 driver predictions.
Hi guys, JT here again for another video for you. Now, in my previous video I did about the McLaren driver situation, where I was just talking about like who is going to replace
as loud as it'll go.
And everything. Go and check it out if you haven't seen it. I've got good reviews on that. Thank you for everyone who watched that. For me, next video, I decided to, I was thinking about like what should I talk about for this one. Now I was thinking, someone commented
I think he did a Facebook video like just a video for Facebook. That's why I keep saying another video. This is his first video on YouTube.
Sauber and all that. So I was thinking that maybe I should do my prediction for the next season's drivers lineup. I've got a list here with us as to who I think will be where next season. Got a list here with them. To be fair, it doesn't really look that much different than this season.
His hair's so short and it makes his ears look massive. Exactly the same as and he's got no beard. Like,
dates have been set back a little bit.
Jordan had a beard in school. I don't know why this is beardless. I'm so lost.
I've obviously gone for Vettel and Ricciardo. I think.
Is that Red Bull?
Ricciardo's done well this season. Credit to the lad. And Vettel obviously is underperformed, but you can't kick a driver like Vettel out. A team like Red Bull, it's like Ferrari kick Schumacher out, or if excuse me, or where Senna would be kicked out of McLaren. Do you know what I mean? At this stage, so I've gone for those two at Red Bull. For Mercedes, I've gone for Hamilton Rosberg.
So young, oh
due
my
to the
god!
Fact of what's going on at the minute, another Senna Prost in the making.
Seen his T-shirt, eat, sleep, F1.
I think every single company will want to sponsor them too, or sponsor Mercedes, because the amount of publicity they're going to get is just phenomenal.
And also look at the bottom, lonely 46 subscribers, 3 likes. We haven't even liked it. I tell you what, I'm going to give him a give him a dislike.
Yeah, Hamilton Rosberg, brilliant. Obviously, good partnership for Mercedes. I don't think they'll
let's give him a like. Fine, let's give him a like.
Absolutely.
I'll take it off later.
For Ferrari, I've gone for the same as this season, Alonso and Kimi, because obviously Alonso said he's going to stay for Ferrari 2015, and then Kimi said that he wanted a better car for 2015.
Alright, that's enough of that. Wow, I mean, he is so young in that. I mean, I knew Jordan when he was at school. Well, obviously we were both at school, year 7. And, like, that was obviously about year 12-ish kind of time. And he just looks so young. I mean, I don't know what's going on. And as I say, I don't know where that beard went. But that is creepy. Creepy Jordan, that. I mean, bloody hell. So, yeah, wow, that's Jordan. That was his first video on YouTube. I think that was his first ever video. I mean, as you can tell, very, very shy. Didn't talk. I mean, I could hardly hear him as well. The volume was turned all the way up for me. And yeah, just not much there. I mean, of course, yeah, he knows Formula 1 and, again, had the kind of audacity to go on camera and stuff. Obviously, a lot of people wouldn't really do that. Especially, that kind of age. And also, man, this is 2014 as well. I mean, YouTube was, I think, only about 5 years old at this point. I think it was 2007. What's that? 7 years. Yeah. So it's still not new, and he knew his stuff, and he just wanted to get it across. But I mean, he's very, very young and just like pretty stupid, really. So that was a mess. Anyways, yeah. So of course, just kept rolling on through that. I mean, through 46 subscribers at the height of him is like, at least he found the kind of determination to keep going. But that was his first video. I don't know how many subscribers he had at that point. My guess is none, but I don't know. Right, anyways, let's move on to, what should we watch next? Oh, here we go. Get to know JT. So this is a video, well, it says it on the tin, I assume. Let's get to know JT. Who is JT? And what is he all about? Yeah, because at this point you'll be, and I'm sure you say it in the video, you'll be saying, who is JT? Who is this guy talking? And if you haven't known already from the 4 years between the F1 Debate Show, it's Jordan, that guy with the big ears and no beard. So yeah, let's watch Get to Know JT.
Hi guys, JT here, and I'm doing this video so that you can basically
so dark.
learn a little bit more about me and like get you closer to me, because I feel like I've been doing videos and blogs and everything like that, and really
he sounds like he's got a
also not
cold.
only know what they know about what they're talking about, like me and
dark,
Formula
isn't it?
1, and I'm trying to describe Formula 1 to you, but also you should like try and know who, like, the person that they're describing the video, what they're all about in their history. And obviously,
okay, let's get into
I
it.
have been here for about a few months now, and I feel like that I should really just tell you about my F1
He sounds like he is
and, like,
almost on the brink of just like
but
coughing
my real name
mad.
is Jordan Tinkler, hence JT.
It is John Tinkler.
My
Reveal.
initials, same goes AA and MW, but you might already know their names, you might not. I'm not.
That's
tell
from
you that,
F1
but,
for Life.
Yeah, and basically I
his old
started getting
Facebook page
Formula 1,
that he
like,
was admin on.
when I was younger, like I used to always go around me grandma and granddad's, and then my granddad used to watch the race then, and I used to sit there and just have my Sunday's dinner and then watch that race, and I didn't really follow it
See,
then. I
some
didn't
Geordie
like.
stuff
I knew
sometimes.
who
I think
Schumacher was, and I
Sundays
knew,
with the
Fernando
Z,
Alonso,
with
but I didn't know
the Z,
anybody
the
else.
S on the
And
end is very,
Jensen
very
Button,
Geordie.
I always thought that Jensen Button
But
wasn't good, as well, because he was in a rubbish car, and obviously I was young then and I didn't know much about Formula 1, but yeah, and then it got to about 2008 where I started to know a little bit more, when Lewis Hamilton started winning races and then Massa started winning, so I started to get to know them, obviously alongside Alonso, and then a new Kovalainen as well, because I heard like he won one, and then sort of I went to Silverstone in about 2010 with my local school, and you know, that was one of the opportunities where it was like,
That was me. He went with me.
you know, it's never going to go. I've been wanting to go to a race, thinking it would be like a football match. You know, I went to a few football matches as well, and then I thought it would be like that, but it's not. It's totally different.
No, it's not.
And then since then, I also got the F1 2010 game, and then since then, my knowledge went Formula 1 just went through the roof. I know a lot.
He has gone through the roof, exactly. I hardly hear him in the dark. Sounds like he has a cold. Definitely nervous. He's definitely not as kind of as confident as he is now. Just, yeah, I mean, a bit of a mess. If I had notes from that, because we're now going to give notes, I'm joking. I mean, do it in more of a lit, you know, he needs to be in a room that's lit. Looks like he's got his light off in his room. Obviously he's got no, you know, audio equipment or anything like that. He's just recording off his phone, which is in the corner, so the audio is pretty bad. At least he's on there, of course, but yeah, it's just an absolute mess. He's got one like and one dislike. Oh god, I think the dislike might have been me, but I'm not a fan of that one. We're gonna dislike it. No, we're not. We're gonna like it. I'm joking. We're gonna like it. Yeah. So that was Jordan in Get to Know JT. Right, let's move on to another episode. What should we watch? He's done some pretty good ones here, of course. He's done Get Well Soon, Bianchi, which is a nice little, obviously, video for him. Unfortunately, what happened. But, you know, he was still in Jordan's thought at that point. He's a big fan. He's done a few Xbox videos. Let's watch... who is Haas F1 team? Let's watch that.
Hi guys, JT here, and I'm here to discuss about the new
Club
American
Jordan.
Formula 1 team that is coming in the next coming seasons. The team is called Hayes F1, and it will be owned by Gene Haas.
He said Haas, so it's called Hayes, but it's run by Gene Haas.
So he's already got some motorsport experience in him. The team will be coming in about the 2016 season.
Club
it was supposed
Jordan.
to come in
That could be the
2015,
best.
but
Club
they've
Jordan.
had to delay the project to allow themselves to get a proper car build and all staff and drivers and stuff like that for 2016. So
he looks
expect them
more
around,
he looks
around the
like what he
2016
does
mark.
on the channel, apart from the beard.
It'll be an exciting
like
team to see, really. I don't know how they're going to fare. I don't know if they're going to be at the front of the grid, the back of the grid, midfield. I know Haas has already got some success in NASCAR. I don't know much about NASCAR, but you might.
He is definitely gone now. It's just Haas.
It's like he owns like a NASCAR Sprint Series Cup team. He owns one of them. I compete in that, so I don't know how he fares in that. But yeah,
messing on with the shirt because he wants you to read the shirt. Read the Club Jordan.
What we do know about this, already in this early stages is that Ferrari are going to supply their engines, which is on alright buy. Yeah. If you're just starting in Formula 1, I mean, Ferrari will hopefully by then will be a good engine, and hopefully they'll be back winning races before you know it.
You've got some good facts.
I hope that the engine will help them do well as a good start, because I don't think they want a start like Marussia and Caterham where they have no money. So I hope they don't start very badly, but we'll see how it is by 2016. Hopefully they've got enough research in the new turbocharged engines by then to make them off themselves. Their team headquarters will be in a place called Kannapolis in North Carolina.
Nice.
If you're from there, then let us know, because your place is going to be a Formula 1 town, city, or whatever
North
it is.
Carolina.
So you should be lucky over there. And apparently they're going to make a European base so that they're not travelling as far, because when they're over in Japan or Malaysia, they're going to be on the other side of the world, so obviously it's going to take a long time to get them all their cars and equipment and stuff to one place, especially in Australia. The first race, it's going to take a long time, so I think they're going to make a European base so they can just, whenever the European season comes, they can go to places like Spain, Italy, Britain, Monaco and places like that, which I think that is a little bit of a good idea. And obviously it's less hassle and less travel to go all the way from America to Australia, because that'll take like a day or so, maybe more, I don't know.
You made a joke, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they're not the only Formula 1 team that tried to go in the paddock. If you remember back in 2010, a project called USF1 tried to entry themselves into Formula 1, which they sadly failed. So we could have 11.
On the bed.
No, sorry.
13 give it a bed shuffle back.
In the grid and
do the JT shuffle.
It would have been 12 now if they were still in with HRT dropping out. It's nice to see a new team coming in. It can be exciting because you don't know how they're going to fare. I've got a feeling that they're going to be about Toro Rosso, Sauber type around there at this stage.
Yeah, that's a good prediction there, man.
But time will always tell, and we'll see how they are. Also, if you remember the Jaguar and Red Bull technical director Guenther Steiner, he's going to be their team principal.
We're there wanting Guenther Steiner.
I heard that he had some few successful years with Red Bull, and we'll see how he fares as team principal. His knowledge and his experience with Jaguar and Red Bull might help them push on a bit, give them the support they need.
Can't get over that.
To succeed. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes, and hopefully they'll be doing good. And if you're around about 85, 86, there was a team called Hayes Lawler.
What years old?
That raced in the 1985 86 season. Owned by former McLaren boss Carl Hayes. Obviously I wasn't around then, and I haven't really heard of that team much. If you remember, so Haas aren't really the first team called that have been involved in Formula 1. I don't think they did as very well. He had no relation to Gene, but so I don't know how they fought. Can you remember them? Were you around in 85, 86?
Can you remember them? Were you around in 1985, 1986? Can you remember them?
Let us know how they did. Let Jordan know.
Let JT know. Let's Formula JT know.
That's all we know so far about Hayes F1. Any more news on them, I'll probably research into it on the website or NASCAR or whatever.
It will. It'll give
see how any more news.
Yeah.
That comes up, and I'll let you know. So far, it's a shame that we don't know as much. I mean, also, who's going to be driving them?
Who's going to be driving them? Who's going to be driving them?
One driver might be guaranteed to race for them, and I think that's Alexander Rossi. Because he's American, and he's been wanting to drive for a long time. If he hasn't got to drive with Marussia, I think Hayes will be looking at him and hopefully bring him in.
Well, no. But I like what you're thinking there. Obviously, American driver, American team, so of course. To be honest, Jordan, I'm going to give you a little bit of praise. I'm going to say that video was actually not too bad. Obviously, your first two videos, I mean, not very informative. Very slow, not very good lighting, not very good audio. I mean, you still sound like you had a cold. But no, that one was quite intriguing, to be honest. We've got 267 views. I don't know how many of them came right on that day, October 24th, 2014. 3 likes and 1 dislike. Most likely me, and I'm John. No, I mean, to be honest, I think that's a pretty good video. Club Jordan, of course, and he keeps doing that because he wants everyone to read it, just like embrace the top. I like that. I think it's good. Obviously, the JT shuffle. Let's all do the JT shuffle at home. Pause the video, go on your bed, and do the JT shuffle. But no, I like that video. That was good. Yeah, I like that. That was good. So obviously that was Haas 2014. We're trying some 2015 ones. They are good. I think they're good. Right. I want to play now. So we've got coming up this winter Abu Dhabi race review. He has an intro that he did a few intros actually we haven't seen yet, so I want to try and get to that point. He has got a lot of videos on here. Right, let's go to. He's also done like vlogs and stuff, so there's quite a lot to choose from. But this one I'm actually interested in. This is again one of the start ones. He contacted Sauber and actually said, if I make a video, will you follow us? And they actually did. And so here it is. Here is his Sauber F1 history video.
Hi guys, JT here, and I'm here to talk about Sauber Formula 1. I'm going to do a review of their history, look back at their good points.
Stand up in the dark again. Why is he always in the dark?
So, Sauber Formula 1. They made their debut in 1993 at the South African Grand Prix. Their drivers at the time was JJ Leto and Carl Wendlinger. And at the first qualifying session, they qualified about 6th and 10th. I think JJ was 6th and Carl was 10th.
Oh, so you can tell he's reading off a sheet. He's standing up. Because Sauber said to him, if you made this video, we'll follow you.
Along with
I don't know if that was Twitter or
race.
YouTube.
So,
I think it might have been YouTube actually.
That would have been a fascinating race to watch, I would have thought. So yeah, that was their first race in Formula 1. They made another
hands,
382 races, including
rocking around, standing up.
That was just
in the dark.
383 races. They've had 1 win,
9 likes, 174 views. So I mean, it's getting there.
For not a major championship win impact, but for a team that they are, it's pretty impressive what they've done. So yeah, I'll just explain their first race. Sort of like established themselves in Formula 1, sort of like a midfield team as well. Wasn't going to compete with the likes of Williams, Ferrari, Benetton as well. So sort of Peter Sauber was a bit like ambitious and said, I'm here to see how well this team could do. I want to try and be a success in Formula 1, and for sure he was. Also, if you remember in 1994, sadly Ayrton Senna and Roland Ratzenberger died at Imola. Shortly after that, a few races later, in the Monaco Grand Prix, Carl Wendlinger crashed and was in a coma for about few weeks, and that sort of established safety into the sport. And really, they helped Sauber helped.
See, he talks a lot of sense. I just think if he had the audio equipment back then, it would have been quite decent. But yeah, there we go. And then obviously, as I said, Sauber followed him. I tried Suit, but they didn't follow me back. Maybe you'll watch that tomorrow. I don't know. But the next one I want to watch, and we're kind of getting to the end, is the Sebastian. So he's done a Sebastian Vettel career review at Red Bull, and this is just part 1. But I think that's got a pretty good idea. So let's check out Sebastian Vettel Red Bull career review part 1.
July 2008, Sebastian Vettel signs for Red Bull. From that day on, the rest was unbelievable.
There's no hi guys.
Hi guys, JT here, and I'm here to talk about Sebastian Vettel's Red Bull career.
There we go.
From 2009 to present day, he's been absolutely phenomenal. Stamped his authority in Formula 1, an absolute legend in the sport. He'll be remembered for many years to come, even if he doesn't do well with his next team, wherever he'll be. But what he's achieved with Red Bull is phenomenal. I'm not a Red Bull fan myself.
Oh, no, it actually isn't. October 30,
Vettel win races, Vettel dominate here and there. It has been boring to watch, but when you look back at it now, you think, that is something I can reflect on him while watching Formula 1. Like when Senna was dominating, Schumacher was dominating, you look back at it and you go, I lived through that. I was there. I watched them races, and like if someone else were to like dominate and follow and you'd be like, oh, I don't want to win. I don't want him to win. I don't want this team to win. Then you look back at it and go, you know, I lived through that. That was my time. So yeah, David Coulthard retires from Formula One at that point, in 2008. Sebastian Vettel replaces him. He's going to be with Mark Webber. And who knew that this would be a very, very dominant partnership? You know, very rivalry. Not so as championship rivalry, but sort of like teammate battle, very where rivalry. Like Turkey 2010 type, Britain 2011, Multi 21, Brazil 2012. You know, Malaysia 2013, who can forget Malaysia 2013? Yeah, so he's been through a lot of Red Bull, but you know,
only a year
you look back at it and you think, that was my era, I lived through that. And if you lived through Schumacher and Vettel at the same time, then you look at, and Senna as well, you know, you've lived through it all. So yeah, 2009 started, Sebastian Vettel's first race with Red Bull. If you remember that, I wasn't really into Formula 1 at this stage, I can't really remember this race. But what I can say is about the crash that he had with Robert Kubica that pretty much ended his race, his first race for Red Bull. I mean, who knew that his first race for Red Bull was the DNF? It's not very often you hear about that from 2009 to 2013. Who knew? Really, 2014 was sort of different. 2013, you know, Sebastian Vettel DNF. It's not heard of anymore. But yeah, his first race, sort of.
No, not at all. He's starting off good. I like that. So just quickly, let's check out part 2. Done on the same day or a different day? That one.
Hi guys,
39 views.
Here's my part 2 of my Sebastian Vettel Red Bull career review. I've just done part 1. I've uploaded that. Go and check it out if you haven't seen it, so that you know what I'm talking about here.
Came out Halloween 2014. If anything was more scary than watching JT on the screen.
And now I'm going to do the season 2012, 2013 and this season 2014. So continue on from 2011, Sebastian Vettel has just won his second World Championship in dominant fashion.
Has he really? Wow.
2012 comes
doing bits in like Sebastian Vettel, this young German.
Remained with Red Bull. Still, Mark Webber's got his teammate. Vettel has got a contract till 2014 with an option for 2015 at this stage,
which we know he doesn't take.
So yeah, it wasn't really a start to remember for Sebastian Vettel in 2012, because you had like his car wasn't as quick, it wasn't as performing well as it was in 2000.
He's done a lot of season reviews for teams. He's done Williams, Ferrari. You know, it's obviously Mercedes. It's pretty decent. Done a lot of vlogs, which we're going to check out next. The last video we're going to check out is some of his vlogs. Incredible. So we've got vlog 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Which one should we choose? I'm going to choose 6, because I think he's wearing his Newcastle top, which, incredible. Right, let's go.
Hi guys, JZ here, and here's my first vlog for 2015. I hope you've had a very good new year. I hope you've really enjoyed yourselves. I hope you're settling in back to reality now, back to work, back to normality now. So, and the downer as well of taking down the Christmas trees, all the decorations, you know, you've put them up with your families.
Yes.
You know, the excitement of it, and now all of a sudden you've got to take them all back down and find somewhere to put them. And also the recycling bin is like over full, so you're trying to put somewhere to put the recycling until like the bin men come.
Recycling,
yeah, I hope we've had an excellent new year. I had a good new year. I spent it over with my girlfriend. Pleased to be back home. I'm just waiting for my parents to come back home now from their holiday. They've just been to Portugal. They're at Leeds, Bradford now, and the text is about an hour ago saying that they're on the way. So they're probably about York. I would probably say maybe further north. Now, so yeah, I'm just waiting for that. I've got my dog back.
I mean, York.
It's nice to have some company back in the house now. You know, I've
near
had the
Leeds,
house to
Bradford,
myself
but alright.
In total 5-6 days. I've just been here and there. Work as well. I was at work today, getting ready for Monday. I'm going back over there tomorrow. And as you probably see, wearing a Newcastle shirt, even though we've just lost 1-0 against Leicester. Very, very disappointed in my opinion.
Yes, we get it, Jordan. You're a Newcastle fan.
In the third round of the FA Cup. As I can probably imagine, no one else is going to be too impressed. Alan Pardew is gone, yes, but there seems to be no happiness with our football club anymore. You can't keep our fans happy, to be honest with you. I'm disappointed, but it's a fact of that everyone's saying that, Ashley out now all of a sudden from nothing.
This was the year we went down. Man.
When we went on that magical 7-game unbeaten run, nobody said Ashley out, Pardew.
No, now
all
next
of a sudden,
next season.
It's Ashley out again. So as a Newcastle supporter, it baffles me.
We just keep our head above water in this season.
What the hell's going on with our football club and our fans? I'm not saying that we have a bad fan base. We have a very good fan base. We are a passionate team. It's just we seem to change our opinion every now and then, and it starts to frustrate me a little bit. Which we need to decide, what are we going to stick? Do we all want, just every single one of us want Ashley out, or do we want us to stay? Because yes, Ashley is running the club as a business, but at the same time he's making a good profit. We've got money at the end of the day.
Yes,
and
I agree.
We're not in debt.
We all want
we're not
Ashley
in
out.
any financial trouble. So that's sort of a positive. But at the same time, everyone wants cups, and I do want to see a good cup run as well. But I think everyone seems to be pointing the finger at Ashley again when he's not really telling the team what to do. I think you should really either blame the players or maybe blame nobody. Was it because everyone was too tired? Did we play a weaker side? I think we were resting people. I think that's what kicked all the fans off about it. But I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so I can't really judge.
Talking about, there's a dog, I think.
There's my dog just going somewhere. Ugh. The cries, the barks, the everything. Hello.
Just looking down there. That is a staircase to hell.
Stare off.
Oh my god! I wouldn't want to go down there. I've been down there, but
so yeah. Also,
staircase to hell.
Little update on my channel. As you've probably seen, I've done my Williams in Ferrari season review. I cocked up on the end of my Ferrari video. I don't know what happened there. And my camera
what did you
stopped,
do?
And then sort of went back
Camera
to
stopped.
normal just at the end of the video. And also just a little fact, if you're wondering why I haven't got my intro and outro anymore on my videos, or if you remember in my Mercedes video at the start, I did the Mercedes logo, and then in my Red Bull one I didn't. It was because something went wrong with my phone and it sort of wiped a lot of things off my my system, like me pictures, me apps as well. Then some of them went down, and including my video editor. So I'm gonna try and get that back, get everything set up again, and
gotta back them up, man.
And hopefully I can get them videos back up to normal. Instead of Instagram, I'm gonna put my PSN name up. So if you want to add us and play FIFA or Formula 1 or another, I normally play racing or football games. They're the only two games I'll play. I won't play Call of Duty or I maybe might play Grand Theft Auto, because I played that with my stepbrother. I've watched him play it, and it looks quite good, looks quite funny. But I'm also going to be trying to invest in a little game capture type of thing, perhaps for my laptop or my PlayStation. It depends which one I want to go with, because I want to start doing little gaming videos.
Right, well, I mean, that's pretty good, Jordan. Obviously talking about Newcastle quite a lot. The last video we're going to check out is, I think this is towards the end. It's actually quite a good one. It's kind of a little bit of a mini-series that he calls the final lap, which I think is pretty decent. JT's final lap. So let's check out episode 7, the last one, I think. That should have the intro in. Come on, intro. Yes, took the intro in. Oh no.
JT here, and welcome
Hi
to my
guys,
7th
JT here. We
episode
always
of
talked
JT's
about that. I
This
forgot
is
about
why I
that. The
love
Rock.
events that's happening in the
JT
Formula
here,
1.
and I'm
I
here
bring
to
them all
tell
into
you
one
about.
video. I also ask for your opinions as well and put them into this video. And if it's been a quiet week in Formula 1, I tend to just
That song at the start was Imagine Dragons. I think it's, I don't know what the name is. I don't think it's called Sorry, but I was thinking it was funny. I said to Jordan, I said, if you say sorry in the video, the song says sorry. It's I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you have to watch this. I'm so sorry.
Season. I'm also going to be discussing McLaren's chances of scoring points, but we'll get onto that a little bit later. And I have
that all-style TV in the background.
Episode or series, whatever you want to call it. I've got two people.
Hey, JT 2005 called it wants TV back.
If you are watching this, hello Jonathan, thank you very much for watching.
Oh, hello Jonathan.
My friend Forever Formula. If you haven't already, please go and subscribe to him. Go and like him on Facebook. He is my friend.
hello Forever Formula if you are watching this. Probably a lot of you watching this will probably disagree with me on this.
I have a question. Oh my god!
I understand because I do like different opinions. That
I did as well.
Isn't having a crash this season because you probably think yourself, JT, you finished on the podium.
Oh my god! Yes,
that is true. But if you compare it to what it was like last season,
I'm just going to pause it there. I'm just going to read out the question I wrote. I wrote, brilliant video, JT. Your analysis of Nico's 2014 and 2015 season and how they compare to his teammate and former friend, you know, whatever you call them, and double world champion Lewis Hamilton is great. Mercedes have released a statement saying that both drivers deserve number one status, but as you said regarding Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber, heads will butt. I don't know if that's how you say that, but heads will butt, and only one driver can truly become number one driver. Great videos, mate. Oh my god. Great videos, mate. And thanks for giving me a shout out. Oh no. Oh, what am I doing, guys? Right, anyway.
Season what he's having now compared to Lewis Hamilton. And I think that's pretty much what the media has been talking about a lot lately because they've been saying
I don't know when he answers my question.
Lewis Hamilton than Nico Rosberg because Hamilton is doing better than what he was last season and Rosberg is doing worse than what he was last season. But I tend to disagree on that because Hamilton, the British Grand Prix, so if he does get to that stage and he hasn't had a DNF and he has had a couple of race wins, then you could say Nico Rosberg's season has turned around. But currently, it isn't going his way, which is a little bit of a shame. And I have asked for your opinions as well on this. Jonathan M. Youngs, he commented on the status I put out, and if you haven't already liked us on Facebook, please go and check us out, and also subscribe if you are new. And I'll try and get your comments in for next week's episode. If you haven't had the chance or if you really want to. He says, well, he disagrees with me on this. He says, he's not having a crisis season. He's fine and running good. He's not Hamilton, Vettel or Kimi. He's in a great car and he's the killer instinct like the other drivers have.
Shout out to Jonathan, for giving a question.
That, then he can compete. F1 drivers are too mentally minded, not like mentally as in insane.
No, they're too mental.
IMO in NASCAR. It's not that way. You figure out and go is the saying, and don't bitch and moan about teammates. I don't really follow NASCAR, we're going to move on. So I don't really understand.
Let's go
if there's to similar scenario to what it is in NASCAR. I don't really know how it works.
I think he's going to answer it. Come on,
I really don't know how many drivers are there in the team NASCAR. Is it 2, 3, 4? I don't really know. If you do know that, then leave us a comment below, or if you're watching this on Facebook, then just comment as well. I don't know.
It's coming up. I think it's coming
NASCAR, up. But that is a very strong opinion. And Nico Rosberg has really complained to Lewis Hamilton a lot this season. And
answer it. Come on, answer it.
He's trying to get him mentally down so he can sort of overtake him, type of thing, in the World Championship. And he has bitched a lot, as you could say, a lot about Lewis Hamilton, and that's what we like to see in Formula 1. Is he doing acting, or is he actually trying to mentally chase him down? He could be doing both at the same time, because we do like a bit of a bitch fit, don't we, in Formula 1? That's how we go about our business these days. But that is a very good opinion, Jonathan. Thank you very much for commenting on that. My friend from Formula, he says, "Hi JT, hello. The problem with Rosberg this season is mentally, as probably a lot of us has probably been saying. It is all mentally minded and just play mind games. He also goes to say he has the car, it's consistent, it's reliable, but he's overshadowed by Lewis, even though Nico has the number one status in the team over Lewis. I think it is more of equal status. I would agree. I think it's equal in that sense, because a lot of people have been saying that Lewis is the number one driver, Nico was the number one driver. There has been a lot of talk about Lewis having to have some sort of number one clause in his contract type of thing. There has been a lot of talk.
I think Lewis was number one,
I believe the team is working more for Lewis than Nico. Nico was scared that he will fall behind the growing Ferraris. If Nico wants to rectify this, then he needs to step up his game and prove to the team that he is a number one driver. He can become a number one driver if he wanted to. He has been there longer than Lewis Hamilton, but now he's sort of basically saying, well, hang on a second, I was here first, I've been here since 2010, then all of a sudden Lewis Hamilton is getting this and that. It's not fair. Which obviously we can't all understand with, but we really don't know what the situation is with Mercedes. Obviously, everyone's been saying it's Lewis Hamilton, like Nico Rosberg's the number one driver, but Lewis Hamilton's acting like the number one driver. But even though he is the world champion, personally, I would say it will be equal status. It would be immature of Mercedes if they were both bitch fitting one over the other, that type of thing. I think it is equal status. I just think Lewis Hamilton is the faster driver. Also, yes, Ferraris have been mentioned a lot in terms of Mercedes. If you hear Mercedes, you hear Ferrari. If you hear Ferrari, you hear Mercedes. So that is the best thing about Formula One these days, that you know, that someone else can actually compete with the Mercedes, unlike the Red Bulls were last season, except they didn't win their first race till Canada last season, and now all of a sudden Ferrari have already won a race in their second race. So they are fast and they can compete with the Mercedes, and maybe after Spain it might get a lot more competitive. Mercedes might bring up an upgrade to the car, but then Ferrari might bring an even bigger upgrade to the car and sort of compete with them. So that will be really exciting to see, and I can't wait for that. So yeah, thank you for all your comments on that. If you want to leave your own opinion,
you're very welcome,
below, please do that.
So yeah, thank you, JT. good video. Yeah, I mean, pretty good. Obviously that is some of the reviews of Formula GT. You know, please do, and then also don't go and check out his channel. I don't think you might want you checking it out, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Obviously I'm up next tomorrow with my former channel. It's gonna be a little bit painful, but that's where we all started on YouTube. Again, as I said at the start, you know, if you haven't gone and watched the reaction to old videos on our F1 Debate Show channel, that's where we did it. So we kind of did this first, then did the old videos, and then here we are. And so yeah, thank you very much for watching this one. Of course, tomorrow will be Jordan's review of my old channel. Please go and check that out if you haven't. Sorry, if you haven't already, just go and check that out. It should be good. Of course, yeah, just kind of diving into this. I think for a few years this was a bit like taboo, but now it's all out there to do. So thank you very much for watching. If you do like what you see around here, please like and subscribe to the F1 Debate Show. Of course, we're very close to 2,000 subscribers. We're loving every single minute of this, and of course our fan interaction. More reaction videos to come in the future, of course. A lot more cringe-worthy stuff. It's not just 2016. It's not just all this. And of course, we can you know, react to more of these. Of course, we did a lot more across the board. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, guys. Until tomorrow, and until the next F1 Debate Show. We'll see you later.